guys, and this is TheRussianGenius, and in this video I'm going to be teaching you the Cascade Control that is also known as the Waterfall Control, and this is made by Charlie Miller, and this was approximately published 50 years ago, I believe. I will add a little bit more of a history behind this move in the description. I think from this angle it looks like this: Ace of Spades. I am using the Wirtz deck for this, and here's how it looks like, just like that. And right now it is actually on top of the deck. It is second from the top. I made a mistake. Let me do this once again. Boom, like that, and it is on top. This is another tutorial of this move. I have made a tutorial before, but I realized I did not teach the original way of doing it. So in this video I will be teaching you the original way of doing this move, and also I will be showing you some variations on how you can do this move, and I will explain later in this video while teaching why I removed the previous video. So for this you need to learn how to do the Cascade Flourish, which is also known as the Waterfall Flourish, that looks like this. If you don't know how to do it, then I will briefly explain it, but if you want a more detailed tutorial on how to do this, there will be a link in the description. Here is a brief explanation on how to do this. You're going to be holding the deck like this, and it's going to be right here between this knuckle and this knuckle, about this position, and it's going to be laying, you know, around this knuckle of the thumb, and your hand is going to bend inwards, and this is going to happen. It can be a small bend or, you know, a bigger bend. You are putting air in between each card, and now you're going to let go slowly with the thumb and the index finger, and you're going to let go like this. Let go, and the cards are going to fall off, and you start at the bottom and then you move your hand upwards. That's the best way of doing it. You pick a selection. Let's say it is the Ace of Spades, and the Ace of Spades is going to be going inside the center. This is the original way of doing it. I believe it is described that you have to do a peek, but I prefer of doing it like this, placing it in the center, and then I outjog it like this. And here's how you outjog a card. It is actually quite simple. For this tutorial, let's say that this is the selection, so it's a little bit easier to understand. You're going to outjog the card like this. You're holding the deck in the mechanic's grip, and now what's going to happen is that your middle finger, this bastard, is going to be holding the deck, and your thumb is also going to be holding the deck, and the other fingers, they are touching the deck, but they are not really holding it. They're just in contact. So middle finger and thumb, they're holding the deck, but the other fingers are not. And when you press on the corner, the card gets outjogged like this. And also this thumb is going to be on the side of the deck, right here on this corner. Simply so the cards, they do not move like this when pushing it in. Quite simple like that. Once it is outjogged, your pinky is going to grab it, and when your pinky grabs it, then you're going to do the move, and with the pinky you're going to drag the card all the way down. So here's how it looks like once again. Holy shit, where is the selection? There it is. So like this, and now the pinky is grabbing the card, and the pinky is dragging the card all the way down, and while the pinky is dragging down, you're going to do the move like that, and the card is going to get on top. The original way is taught like this, where you use your pinky to drag the card down, and the card is being dragged while the deck is pointing downwards like this, and when the card is being dragged, then you're going to perform the Cascade Flourish. And while the Cascade Flourish is being performed, here's what's going to happen. You're going to use your your thumb to pull down the card, and the reason for why you're pulling down the top card is because if you don't pull down the top card, then the selection can easily be seen. So to cover it up, you pull down the top card, and then, as you can see, this is happening. I'm doing it slowly. Let me dribble the cards for a easier explanation. The cards are falling one by one, and then the selection surpasses the surpasses the bottom and goes on top. And then, this is so difficult to explain. Let me show you how it looks like in speed, right? Now look, like that. And then the card surpasses. As you saw, I did flash, and I did that on purpose. You can see the card coming all the way on top. And if I stop it right here, then this is happening. This is actually quite similar to the cull, where basically the card is inside the center, and then you're able to cull the card from the center of the deck like this, and now it is behind the spread, behind the fan of the deck. So the idea is quite similar like that, and then it's at the bottom of the spread. The same with this move. You are doing it, you're taking it down with the pinky. I like to hold the card with my pinky, ring finger and middle finger when doing this move, because in my opinion then it is a little bit easier to have contact over the card and have control over the card. So my pinky, ring and middle finger are touching the card at the same time. So basically it looks like this. These fingers are touching but not the index finger, and let me show you this once again. So I do this, and now it's out-jogged a little bit, and I grab it with these fingers. And what I enjoy is that when it's out-jogged, then it's already on these three fingers. So now you can easily grab it with these three fingers while doing the move like that. So let me show you this once again in speed, like this, and it is all the way on top. I'm going to teach you another way of doing this move, and here is why I removed the last tutorial of this control. The reason I removed it is because of this. In my last tutorial I taught the move like this, where you are grabbing the card in the straddle position, and then you are doing the move while you're holding the card in the straddle position like this, in the straddle grip. And then I realized doing the Cascade Control while you're holding the card with your pinky and index finger, this way of doing the Cascade Control is made by another magician, and I thought that this was the original way of doing it, but I was wrong. This way of doing the Cascade Control is made by Xavier Spade. I will add a link to his channel in the description. He has a YouTube channel, and he created this move many years ago. We spoke on Skype about it, and that was kinda my mistake. I really did not know that. The reason for why I did that was because Zach Mueller, he released Victoria, which is his variation on the Miller Cascade Control that looks like this, and he teaches to hold the card between the index finger and the pinky finger. So that was the main reason for why I did, this move with the pinky finger and the index finger. And honestly, I have been doing this move where I take it, you know, with these 3 fingers for a few hours now, and it feels really comfortable. And the same with this move, it also feels comfortable in my opinion. But you know, you can experiment with all that. I don't know which one is the best. Here is one more thing that you can do with this move. If you are going to do this move with the index finger on top like this, then here's what you can do. You can do it with 2 cards. Place them in the center, and then like that they jump all the way to the top. So 2 cards in the center like this, and then woof, both cards just like this on top of the deck. So anyways, thank you for watching. I really hope that you enjoy my tutorial on this move. This move is quite fun to practice, and it works actually really good. If you want, then you can do it surrounded. If you do it surrounded, then it has to be a smaller move. Don't do it as big as that. It has to be a little bit smaller if you want to do it surrounded. So kinda like this, I would say, not too big. The size has to be, you know, like this. This big is how big it has to be if you want to do it surrounded. This right here is Putin the bunny. Hey Putin, say hey. Привет. Alright, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.